everyone, it's Samantha from Scrapmaster's Paradise, and I have been working on Olivia's baby album like crazy, and I'm really excited to tell you guys. This one's actually almost full. I ended up printing tons of things from Snapfish, which I showed you guys recently, and I got all of those photos organized and some of them semi-scrapbooked, so it's all kind of still in progress, but I wanted to go ahead and walk you through since this album's pretty much full. So you can see this one is ginormous. It is full. This still contains what I had done last time, but it's mostly her birth through about 3 months. So it's all of those first photos, and then I have more to show you guys too. This is just part of it. I'm going to be ending up having like 5 albums if I keep this up, so I might have to cut down on some of my photos. I want to print pretty much all of them. I did print groupings of them, which I'll show you guys. So I'm going to not walk you through every page. There's some you know, breastfeeding and some of the birth photos. I'm not wearing anything on my top. I don't want to show you any of those, and I'm not going to be able to black out all of the boobs and all of the breastfeeding shots because there's just a lot of them right now. So I'm just not going to walk you through all of it, but I'm going to show you guys kind of what I've done here for the progress. So I had about 900 photos to get organized, and I had some in groupings like this where I had 5 or more photos. So this happens to be 7 photos. So what I did was I stuck 6 of them down to a piece of cardstock, and then I would put the extras in here. So this will be a layout that I will scrapbook eventually, but this together is a 2-page spread. I got most of my photos done, and this page is just plain. You know, it's such a super easy cheater way to do it. And then I've got, let's see, make sure I'm not showing any boobs here. So then I've got ones that have 10 photos like this spread where I do a project lifestyle page where I have the 4x6 title card and then a 4x6 journaling card, and it's just all the photos arranged on 2 12x12s. If you've seen my, I think part 3, you'll see I switched everything to these 12x12 page protectors. I just glued everything down to cardstock, and I'm going to continue with that. I love the way it looks. So there's my quick and easy 2-page spread. Done and done. So now I'm getting into like breastfeeding photos. Let's see. So I still have some gaps where I have more room for other things, but here again, this was a 7-page spread. And what I did was I wrote the date on the cardstock piece. I can always cover that up later if I want to, or I can just leave it on there. But I went ahead and looked through all the photos on the computer, got them in the right date order, and put all of the ones that are 5 photos or more in this book. So that's what this is. It's the majority of things like this that still need to be partially scrapbooked. See, like this one. These ones are done from before. And then I have some that are just 5 photos, and I did them like this, where I have the 5 photos and then 1 journaling card, and then that layout's pretty much done. I can embellish if I want to, but I'm calling it done for now. You know, my purpose was to just get stuff in here, get stuff journaled. So I have tons of them like that all through this almost 3-month part. So that's what this book is full of. It's all those layouts I showed you guys in part 3, plus the layouts like this that I stuck in here. So here's an actual finished layout like I was talking about. I did this one night recently, and it's just 7 photos, so 6 of them are on the 1 12x12, and then 1 I actually scrapbooked here. So I just kept it really simple, but you can see what I hope the album ends up looking like is a lot of these layouts with these multi-photo pages. It just makes it super duper easy to get 7 photos scrapbooked. I just have one side plain and then one side scrapbooked. And I also want to point out, not all the pages are filled up, like this is blank. I'm going to be adding other photos into it, which I'll show you guys in a second. So I have a lot of them that are blank like this. Most of them are, you know, already filled up back to back, but I've got quite a few of these built in here and there. Here's one that has nothing on the back. There, every so often I've got one of those that has nothing on the back. I'll be filling in with other layouts as I make them using the other photos that I have. So this is still a work in progress. There's still room for more. I will have to put some of this into another album. So I actually have a lot of photos that aren't, you know, 5 or more photos. I have a lot of like 1, 2, and 3 photo spreads. So I'm going to show you guys what I did with those. And so I had this other album here, and this one is extra A and B design pages, and they are 2 of my favorite pages. So I ordered a ton of these a while back, and I just put them in this album to store them. And so what I did was I went to those design Bs, and I purchased a ton of design Bs for a specific purpose, and this was the purpose. It's to keep my photos organized. So what I did was I alternated forward and back. I stuck these ones forward in the page protector, these ones backwards in the page protector on all of these sheets. Just, that's what all of these are. You know, there's tons and tons of them. And what I plan on doing is taking my journaling 4x6 cards and going ahead and journaling some of these stories, because some of these have stories to go along with them. You know, some of them are just everyday photos, but then I can stick the journaling card next to the photo, and then I can scrapbook it later. So these are, you know, multiple photos in each pocket, but I did that way so that I could go back to these and scrapbook them at some point. But I wanted to go ahead and organize them, write out the stories, put the dates with them so that I know what order to put things in when I'm sticking them in that other album. So as I scrapbook these, I will stick them in the actual album in chronological order. But for now, I'm just having them organized in here. So there's just tons of these photos like that of her. And these are, again, these are birth through almost 3 months in this stack. So each one of these pages is potentially 6 more layouts or 3 page protectors worth of photos, which is insane. I have way too many photos. And like I said, this is only up to 3 months. And then I've got like 1,200 photos from Scrapbook I've ordered. They're just sitting on my table right here. So it's just something I'm working on right now. I wanted to show you guys what I'm doing to kind of keep track of all these photos, because I don't want to forget some of the stories early on. You know, I was looking back at these photos, and some of the photos I don't remember. There's just so many of them. I want to go ahead and get the memories written down while I still remember them, so that, you know, years and years later when I'm still working on her baby photos, I will still know what I'm scrapbooking. I'll still know the significance behind some of these pictures. So anyway, that's my purpose. And if I, you know, wasn't scrapbooking at all right now, and I just got the bare minimum, the journaling and putting the photos in somewhat of a chronological order or putting dates on them, I would be so happy. I feel so happy that I got that other book full of photos, and I just have to work on these ones now. And this is just something I've been doing after she goes to bed at night for an hour or so while we watch TV. Sometimes longer than an hour, depending on how motivated I am. But it's just something I've been working on super quickly. I can take this album, my journaling pen, and the stack of 4x6s down with me at night and get it done. And so I'm really happy with the progress that I'm making in this. Finally, I feel like I'm getting it done. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Hopefully you guys got some ideas for getting on track with your photos or keeping up with the baby album if you have a baby. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like Project Life and scrapbooking, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.